You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules on the edge looking.
Hey everyone, today I'm giving away 2 free printables and we are in part 2 of our series on how to live on 24 hours a day and covering the main concepts from this book and how to apply them in our planners. If you want to learn how to fill them out and what they're about, check out the video that I posted last week. I'll link that in the description down below. It's part 1 of this series. A key takeaway from the book is making time for rest and rejuvenation. What brings rest and rejuvenation to each person is of course different from person to person. One way that you might be able to do this is to pursue passion projects. And in the book, Bennett talks a lot about pursuing interests and becoming passionate about a specific topic. So this could be like learning something new, starting a new hobby, or developing a skill, working on a meaningful project. To make this happen, it's important to block off dedicated time for passion projects or self-improvement in your planner. Whether it's learning a new skill, studying a subject you're passionate about, or working on a creative hobby, you can just plan it into your day, just like any other commitment. An example of how you could do this is by creating a morning routine section in your planner. Maybe you add your routine to your weekly spread and you set aside time for personal growth activities before starting your workday. So just like Bennett writes about in the book, this might mean waking up earlier in order to invest time in yourself, and that would also mean going to bed a little bit earlier. So whether it's reading about a certain topic or working on a hobby, make it part of your daily routine in order to sharpen your skills and fuel your passion before the day begins and before all those distractions and other things get in the way. If you like to time block, you can reserve certain blocks of time for focused work or personal growth or intentional rest and plan those in to the different parts of your week to recharge your energy in order to help you balance your life responsibilities with personal growth and rest so that there is more balance built into your life. Something else that is mentioned in the book is creating realistic and sustainable plans. Specifically, Bennett advises beware of undertaking too much at the start, emphasizing that trying to do too much at once can lead to burnout and giving up. So it's important to set realistic, sustainable goals that allow for gradual progress instead of trying to take on too much, more than is realistic. When you are planning out your goals in your planner, try to start with just one goal. I know that when you're excited about something, I do this too, I tend to try to take on too much. But try to make it as easy as possible. Work on that goal until you've achieved it before moving on to the next goal. And then you progressively make it more difficult and more difficult. But you want to make it as easy as possible to start. Give yourself flexibility and room to adjust and grace when things don't go as planned. We tend to give up when something doesn't go as planned. But Bennett is saying, keep trying, keep moving forward. Another way to be realistic is to not overplan. And one way to use your planner to overcome overplanning and the tendency to underestimate how long it takes to complete tasks, it might be helpful to create a time log which has a visual representation of how long something takes to do. And you can reference this insert when you are planning. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description to a video where I made a time log and it kind of goes into more detail about how that works. And earlier we talked about aligning time with personal values. Bennett writes about how we can make sure that our actions are aligned with our principles by scheduling time for reflection and self-assessment. Regular self-reflection is key to aligning your actions with your values and your goals. For your planner, you can add a daily and weekly reflection page or insert in your planner where you can review accomplishments, setbacks, and any adjustments needed for the upcoming week. And this helps maintain clarity and focus on what truly matters. So you can have different reflection prompts. For that example, I had the weekly review, but maybe you want to ask, what went well this week? What can I improve next week? And you answer those questions at the end of the week. Then it writes, you have to live on this 24 hours of daily time. We all have 24 hours, but sometimes we can let our jobs or other responsibilities kind of consume the rest of our time. But his point is that when we aren't at work or working on whatever our other daily responsibilities are, depending on whatever our season of life is, we should be focused on living our lives, on being present with family and friends, on making the most out of each day, because you can turn over a new leaf every hour if you choose. See you next Saturday.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute.